All right, and a yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum. Gonna start off here showing you my Zizzel Pirates of the Caribbean collection. And here is Captain Jack Sparrow. It's a shame that they only started making the figures for the second movie. I would have liked to have gotten sort of some of the characters from the first movie. I have an accompaniment, is that the right word? An assortment of Jack Sparrow. So anyway, so you've got this one, which is possibly one of my personal favourites, because that's kind of how Jack looks, you know, his arms sprawled all over the place and jumping all over the shop. Unfortunately, most of the figures are like this, where he's just stood fairly plainly and stuff. So that's fairly more traditional Jack Sparrow. And there's like an updated version with the stuff on his head and an extra shrunken head on his belt. That one and that one. And this one where he has the cannibal paint on his face. Not that you can see it because it's looking at the Jack Sparrows behind him. That one there. This one where he's just got out of bed and he hasn't tucked his shirt in and things and put his belt on. This one where he's got no top on at all, which is nice because you get to see his tattoos and things. And you know, I don't remember Johnny Depp looking as ripped in the movie, but still a pretty decent little action figure, that one. And I guess for design and style wise, you cannot go wrong with the half skeleton Jack Sparrow with his bony hand and half a skeletal face. So that's all me Captain Jack Sparrows. I suppose I'll show you all me Will Turners. So here's Action Will. And then Will in his kind of coat, which you might notice I don't have a jack in his jacket, which is kind of annoying, but I'm sure I'll get one eventually. Will with kind of seaweed stuck on his belt. Will looking pretty like he works for Ralph Lauren or something like that there, a sort of supermodel face. And then Will with his full jacket and everything all on, which is probably the nicest Will, I think, in my eyes. Right, now then, let's have a look. I guess the next character I'd best show you is Elizabeth Swan. Here she is pretending to be a pirate. And here she is pretending to be a woman. With her nice long legs hanging out there, and probably the most sexiest looking one of the figures that they did. If you think figures are sexy, obviously. Here she is looking a bit embarrassed there with her really red cheeks. And gonna shoot herself in the face by the look of it. And finally, that's it. Yep, did I have 3? Another one of her. Yes, I do. Yes, I knew I did. And here she is in her Oriental get-up. So they did pretty, like, quite a lot of different versions of each character, which is pretty cool. Again, like I said, it would have been nice to have got the first film figures, but they never did it. Just never did it. Right, onto the pirates. Oh, where's his hat? Where's me hat? Well, I'll just have to show you without his hat. Here's Barbossa. Here is Mr. Gibbs. Mr. Gibbs. Now, Mr. Gibbs was a cool character, wasn't he? Yes, I like Mr. Gibbs. Pretty cool figure, that. And, oh, what were these ones called again? What was it called? Get rumbled and clicked or something? One with a wooden eye. Raggy. You'll know. So I've got them two. I also have a variant of them too, where you got a comic book where they kind of had to disguise themselves as Captain Jack Sparrow. And I've even got this little dude who's really, really cool. But his name I can't think of, but he's class. You don't get many little dwarf figures unless you maybe collect Lord of the Rings or something. Now then, on to the really interesting looking ones. Here is the cursed. Is it cursed or not cursed, man? Davy Jones's ones? Are they cursed, are they? So he's Davy Jones and he's full get up, and he's Davy Jones on a hot sunny day. Hot summer. A hot sunny day. In other words, he hasn't got his coat on. Right, and then I've got some of these ship crew people. So there's this guy, kind of barnacle-y looking dude. Good faces on them and that, like. And there's this other one who's kind of got a corally looking face. Unfortunately, his swords are kind of just part of his hand, so he kind of permanently has to go around like that. So you kind of guess he must be called Edward Sword Hands or something. And there was this one who was the funny character whose head came off and got kicked round comically and all that type of stuff. And the Hammerhead Shark one, who I believe came with one of the playsets that I've got with the big wheel thing on that. Right, I know there is a Blowfish who I haven't got, unfortunately, and there might possibly be one or two others oh, there is one. Bootstrap Bill. So there you go, that's the cursed pirates there. And that leaves me with to just show off the Oriental People. So you've got Cheng Feng Thingy Diggy in his casual gear, which is pretty cool. Like, I mean, I really do like that figure. But then again, I've always liked figures who have bare feet. So, you know, just personal preference of me. I don't have a foot fetish. Just some figures look good barefooted. And there's Shang Fang Fing Fung Bling Bling in his more full kind of costume there. Also have one of his henchmen, who we'll just call henchman number 1, or we'll call him the one and only, because that's the only one I've got. And Blackbeard, got him there as well. And as you can see, I was wrong. I was I don't know why, but I thought these figures were like miles massiver, and they're not. So I'm really gutted because I didn't pick them all up. I only picked Blackbeard up, and I picked up Angelica as well. I've had her for a while. I've been intending to do a review, which obviously I'm much more motivated now that I have my Pirates of the Caribbean stuff on. So yes, so they are actually pretty much in scale, so wounded. I'll show you some of the accessories I've got as well whilst I'm on. Why not? You got the map thing here, which came with, I think, the deluxe figures, which I believe back in the day were found in the pound shop. So you got that. You got this coffin there, which I keep all of the accessories in for them, or most of the accessories that'll fit in there. So it's chock-a-block full there, full of guns and knives and swords and all that jazz. Yeah, Davy Jones's locker there with his heart inside. It's a nice accessory. Here's this globy thing which came with a deluxe Elizabeth Swan, a cannon, which I can't remember who it came with. Also a Oriental canal. Yes, no, maybe a raft. And a barrel. I think this barrel's from the Black Pearl, which I will not be showing you today, as unfortunately it's well hidden away. I do have a couple of the play sets as well, but that's the figures. Thanks for watching that. Stay tuned, I do have other Pirates of the Caribbean stuff to come, and I'll catch you all later on.